guys? Takes Atlantic here with another look at some figures we got this week. Today we're looking at the GIJOE Classified Frag-Viper from the GIJOE Classified series. Just like Breaker, I was able to obtain this guy early. You know, he comes out, and he was supposed to come out in July, but now I believe they moved up the date, so we should get him along with Footloose and Blowtorch, I believe the last week of July. I mean, the last week of June. So it's just really cool. I could have waited for this one, but I decided to grab him with Breaker just to get him. And I'm actually very happy and excited I got him, because before I wasn't really interested in this type of figure. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of different Vipers, and this one was kind of like a weird one. But just like Range Viper, I was kind of like, you know, they're kind of cool, but it's like, But the way they did this one is spectacular. As you can see, it comes in this window box packaging with the Cobra insignia right here. You got the name of the GIJOE Classified, Hasbro, warning, blah, blah, blah. Children don't eat them. And you got the figure inside, all this cool stuff that he has. I'm very excited about this one. Like I said, you know, when I was a kid, I passed this up. I would have never grabbed him. But now I'm like, ooh. On the side of the box, he's a number 153 in the line. You got these attributes. Then you got the QR code. And then on the side, you got, like I said, man, this art, like, I remember like when they did the art for the first 2 years of Classified, they were so cool. And now they just kind of did, they did basic. They're just cutting corners, but no worries. It's all good. I mean, like I said, with Breaker, I guess I don't have to collect the box. And then you can see Frag-Viper here in action. Not sure what that statue in the back is. Pretty cool. You got a picture of his mask and his android head and all this cool stuff. So let's go and get this guy out of the packaging to get a closer look at the GIJOE Classified Frag-Viper. All right, here's Frag-Viper out of the packaging. Now, I have to admit, this one is very impressive. Like I said before, when I was a kid, I kind of passed on this Frag-Viper. I mean, what exactly is a Frag-Viper? You know, I don't know. I think in that time when they were coming out, I think I was already like kind of out of collecting toys or getting toys. I think that's when I kind of shifted to video games. So, but anyway, let's get a closer look at this guy. As you can see, his face sculpt is freaking awesome. Kind of like the iRobot thing, the, you know, artificial intelligent robots and stuff, droids, or, you know, I mean, look at that. That looks crazy. That I have to admit, this is something very different and very cool at the same time, because it's like, instead of just, you know, regular guy under there, you have this, cyborg thing, which is really cool. Look at those eyes. I mean, great detail. You know, this actually makes them really, really cool. All right, going down, he has this orange and brown suit underneath. Looks like, I think, you know, he looks like he has a turtleneck, so I guess this probably would be Beachhead's body. Then you got the harness is in this blue. Got like some, you know, wires and stuff here on each side. And then his sash is kind of weird that there's a sash. I don't understand why there's one. I mean, this is not really like a useful thing. I mean, they could have just taken this off or put this higher and put the Cobra logo right here. But it's there, and it's a different type of blue considered against this blue. It's a lighter blue. You got the Cobra insignia here and the silver. Then you got a couple of silvers on the latch there, on the two latches. So yeah, and then you got the orange pants, and of course, like I said, the brown is kind of like underneath here on the chest belly area, all around, and then you got the orange. Then it goes down to the pants with some black on the knees and on the boots. And then on the knee pads, you got this blue that matches all the other blues. And he gets 2 holsters for his guns. So, you know, pockets on the back. You know, these are, you know, movable, and you can remove these if you need to, take them all the way down if you want. Articulation, just like any other Joe. Not very much, actually, back or forward, side to side, you know. And then, of course, like now every single Joe, pinless, double jointed. Very much you can pinless on the legs also. So yeah, this, like I said, this guy is really cool. I'm really feeling this guy. So let's go ahead and look at some of the cool accessories he comes with. He does come with a lot, so let's first start off with his guns, his machine guns, I guess. He has 2, and they fit right on the sides. And then his unique backpack. Of course, it's different because it has all those little detonator thingies. And it has like a tiny little antenna, plastic, you know, there's a hole there for the hose. There's some hose in this. I'm just kidding. This is a different type of hose. We haven't got one of these before, but it's very, very, you know, stretchy and bendy, which is really cool, you know. It has an output and then an input, I guess, or whatever. So, really cool. I mean, that's a really cool hose. I like that. And then he has another hose, a smaller one. In a minute, we'll tell you where that goes. So they, you know, it's in that little blendy. Then he comes with his effect, which is a detonator. So basically how it goes is you put it on the adapter and it's looking like it's throwing. You know, it's kind of cool. And then you got his thrower thing, you know. It has 2 holes here, so basically you can adjust it to either on the top or the bottom, whichever way you want to display it. So it's coming from the top. That's how it looks. You can go a little lower if you want. I can't really get the lower one in there as much as I think I can. Just gotta push it in. There you go. And the way it works is basically you attach to his arm, and then you got to attach the hand on there. So it's a little tricky. I was playing with it earlier, but not terrible. This is really, really bendable, so you can really open it up or whatever. What I did is I basically just took the hand off, put the hand on, and then connect it. So that's what I did. And then finally we have his helmet. So a lot of people were thinking that he had a head underneath. So he does, and this helmet looks really, really cool. So I don't know, like it looks really cool posed or with it on. I mean, this does give it the classic look. So, you know, really cool. Troop builder. I mean, I'm not gonna get more than you know, 3. I think 3 is enough for me. I think, like I said, I've done too many troop buildings in my lifetime to order so many figures and end up selling them later. Plus of room. I mean, they're, you know, GIJOE Classified. I mean, we are at 168 now, I think. There's probably more now. By the time that this year, even maybe this year, we'll reach 200. I don't know. You think? I don't know. I really can't. I don't know the numbers right now, but I think, you know, it's getting really close. So just the amount of space. And then not only that, you're also now, you know, looking at the retro figures, and those are also take up space. All right, so let's go ahead and get this guy all set up on my turntable, and I get my final thoughts. Oh, there's one more thing. I kind of wish that, this looks cool and all, I really like this, but I kind of wish some of these were colored. They're all colored red. That would have been pretty cool. Maybe too much, right? But that would have been a little neat. Another thing also, too, is I kind of wish he had an extra 2 so you can have him in his hand or whatever. But I think it shoots out from here to there. So I'm not sure how that works. Considering that, you know. You know, I think that's how it goes. Oh, no. Sorry. Wrong one. So it shoots out through here. So this is a big enough tube, I guess, to fit these. But like I said, I kind of wish there was like one or two, or you can put one in or whatever. That would have been a pretty cool touch. But other than that, no worries. So let's get him out and get our final thoughts on Frag-Viper. All right, here are my final thoughts on the GIJOE Classified Frag-Viper. All in all, this is a really cool figure. I'm very impressed, especially like with the face thing, you know, making him kind of like a cyborg type thing instead of a regular human, which is really unique and really cool. Loving everything about him, loving the face sculpt, loving the action feature you can do with the grenade thing. The only thing I would kind of wish if there's more detail in the backpack where you could see the reds and stuff like that, or even like a simple, grenade that he can hold in his hand where he can put in the backpack. I think that would have been really cool. But other than that, like, this is a character I probably would have not bothered with when I was a kid. I think I saw him back in the day and I kind of overlooked him. I don't know. It was getting kind of crazy in terms of what G.I. Joe was doing. And now with Classified, I'm just like, I'm all in. I'm all for it. So this guy's really cool. Right now, he is not available to purchase just yet. I believe he comes out in a couple of weeks. So, you'll be able to get him there. If you do want him now, they do have him on Pop Culture, where I got this one and Breaker. And my other figure that's coming later this week, or actually next week. I'm actually really excited about that one because I can cancel my pre-order and not deal with where I got it from. But we'll get more into detail when it gets here. But yeah, this guy is really cool. Like I said, you can wait a couple of weeks. They'll be out. I'm sure this one will be widely available. But anyway, really cool figure. I love everything you can do with him is really cool. All right, so let me know what you think in the comments, and until next time, Cobra! Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.